I'll be honest with you, no matter how extraordinary of a service you provide, somewhere along the way you will meet difficult customers. Like this one, or this one. And you can't really avoid them. They're like taxes. So the most you can do is prepare for it, like by watching this video. By the end, you'll know the 4 types of demanding customers and how to deal with them. Let's get into it. So, there are 2 ways to think about difficult customers. One is that the customer is always wrong, and you don't have to listen to them because everything is alright with your service. Childish? Yes. But how simple? The second approach is to spend some extra time with each difficult customer. Listen to them carefully and explain your product, while not scared to admit the possibility of them actually being right. Let's be honest, understanding a customer who is dissatisfied with your product benefits you, since they'll give you all the information on what improvements could be made. And an improved product will provide you with more customers. So yes, it is worth listening to what even the most demanding customers have to say. Here are 4 types of demanding customers explained, using situations that happen during our chats and also some advice on how to deal with them. No, I would like the pink one. Sorry, miss, the pink one is currently out of stock. But you have the pink one on your website, so you should have the pink one. I only want the pink one. Oh yes, friends, that was the Must Have It Now-er. They're the kind of customers who don't care about the fact that something is not available or can't be done at the moment. There isn't a world in which they can imagine you not having some features or some service. They can't believe you're closed at 6 p.m. and you don't offer any additional contact after this hour, and they also can't express it any other way than by resorting to anger. The Must Have It Now-er usually uses phrases like, I can't believe it, you suck, I want this solved, I want it now, or I'll go to your competitors. So how do you deal with the Must Have It Now-ers? The longer I think about it, the more I believe that the Must Have It Now-er is a type of customer who doesn't understand that not everything can be done. It's like they think we've gone to Ollivanders and just picked up a magic wand. It's not that they're mean people in general, forcing you to do something that can't be done. It's just things aren't as simple as they imagined. So you've got to be patient and never respond with emotions. Wait for the customer to calm down and explain while respecting their situation. Learning to say no to a customer can also be useful. The complainers. From what I've learned in life, it's tough to satisfy people who complain. It's not because you can't solve their problem, but it's because they are constantly creating new problems on their own and then keep complaining about them. Here's a situation on chat. This customer type comes to chat and holds a grudge about any changes in our application. They can't understand that we are evolving and need to redesign the look of our app. They complain about it and claim that they love the older version, yet they forget about the changes after a week. They get used to the new version, fall in love with it, and can't remember the previous one. So how do you approach the complainer type of customer? Well, even if sometimes you manage to fix the problem, complaining customers might not even notice it. One thing is for sure, pretty soon they will find another issue to complain about. You've got to be there for them. Talk to them through the changes you are making as a business, and also bring out the new benefits that the changes will bring. The couch potatoes. Wait, if I purchase live chat, shouldn't they just chat with my customers? Why should I have to go and search for a team of customer support representatives? It's funny because usually the issue is a lazy service, and here we have a lazy customer. Leave a comment down below if you've encountered the couch potato type of customers and what were your stories with them. So basically, the couch potatoes want to do as little as possible on their own. They expect that you'll do everything for them. However, they usually don't want to overuse the authority. They're just lazy people in general. You can't expect any initiative from them in doing things they don't feel like doing. Here's the situation we had on chat. Sometimes we have a situation when a client doesn't want to take care of their invoices from live chat. They come to chat and ask us to send the invoice to their accountant for them. So how do you deal with this? Well, laziness is just a habit. It means it can be changed. In our case, the couch potatoes need to make a habit out of sending invoices to their accountants. We can teach them that it's easy to do and it only takes a few minutes. If they do it a few times, chances are they will form a new habit, and they'll take care of their invoices every month. Whoopee! But does it mean that you shouldn't go the extra mile for a customer when they ask you to? Well, it all depends on the situation. I'm a big fan of doing a little extra for a customer, but within reason. Whatever you decide, please note that should the couch potatoes get used to your help, it will be hard to teach them to do differently. The know-it-alls. I'm right. I'm right! I'm right! Now, this customer type doesn't have to be a mean or angry customer like the Must Have It Now-ers, but they surely have an issue with accepting an answer they don't like. The arguments don't get to them, they are convinced of being right, and it's almost impossible to change their beliefs. Here's the situation we had on chat. A customer claims on chat that some features don't work right. After looking into it and explaining that everything works fine, the customer still does not agree. They quit the chat and come back later hoping another agent will give them a different answer. So how do you deal with this type of customer? In most cases, everything is working. The issue is that the customer doesn't have sufficient knowledge about your product. They argue because they are convinced that they are right. What you can do first is try to give positive feedback about their concerns. Then your job is to patiently explain how your product actually works. If they still insist that they are right, sending some statistics or a link to your knowledge base might be a good idea. Their concerns might be written down and explained in detail. So by giving them the resources and the space to think about it, they might actually notice that they were in the wrong. And they also wouldn't want to admit it to you directly. Since it's hard for people to admit that they're wrong, then think about how hard it is for the know-it-alls. I'm sorry to tell you this, but there will always be customers who are not satisfied with your product or service. So your job is to understand them and accept it. If you manage to do that, you'll be able to approach them effectively. And who knows, maybe one day they'll serve as a source of inspiration to change something in your business. So now you know the 4 types of demanding customers and how to approach them. And all that's left to say is, good luck, friends. See you soon.